For me, skateboarding is a moving meditation.
So when you're going down a 3-mile hill, the whole thing is a solid meditation.
Totally. It's that flying sensation. You're just going down a hill faster and faster, and it's so focused. Yeah, just an enormous amount of focus and elation and focus on what the experience is, what the feelings that you're experiencing are. The sounds of the wheels going over different textures of pavement, the vibrations that you're getting being transmitted from the ground to the wheels, to the bearings, to the axles, to the hangers, to the base plates, to the board, to the grip tape, to the shoes, to the feet, and then into the rest of your body. Your skateboard has become a part of your body. If I'm not aware of what's happening with my insulin and with how much carbohydrates or sugars I've been eating, my blood sugar can go high or low. And
like that?
Yeah.
How has this affected your life?
In a really weird way. It's been quite a gift, because it's allowed me this really high level of understanding of the direct relationship between food and energy and like how you feel, and a really deep connection with my body. I'm lucky enough to be able to feel my blood sugar really well, both on the upper end of the spectrum and on the lower end. It's just you're constantly managing how much carbohydrates you intake, which make your blood sugar go up, and how much insulin you intake, which makes your blood sugar go down. And you're trying to meet those at like a nice balanced level. Yeah, I've never had an incident during a run. I've never had to stop and pull over, eat a snack or something.
Even though the adrenaline must be just going, like raging in you.
Oh yeah. The feeling of having that adrenaline, like when you crash and you're sitting there and your body's shaking, that feeling has a lot of similarities to when you have really low blood sugar. And those two feelings can sometimes be confused for each other.
Your situation has made you very aware. So why did you choose skateboarding?
I grew up in a hilly town called Piedmont, which means foot of the hill, and saw people skateboarding. I think that was a big part, was there was people doing this right in front of my eyes. You grow up part of your environment, and part of your environment becomes part of you. A lot of the pavement around where I grew up is really rough. It's on the San Andreas Fault, so it's all been cracked up by earthquakes. So I was skateboarding to school. The way back home, it was all downhill. I'd be doing power slides to get down this hill, riding my street skateboard with hard wheels on it, but I would always slide out. I guess one day it just kind of clicked. I was like, you know, there's got to be a better way to do this. It's gone crazy. It's a global phenomenon. You know, there's a whole world tour. There's races all over, there's free ride events all over. Been to Europe, I think 3 times now, just to go ride hills. Reimer and I were a traveling duo for a while. So it's not really a team sport, this whole skateboarding thing, but when you're going down a hill together, both of your well-beings is in each other's hands. So there's a lot of trust. working our way down the hill in our own individual ways. We're exchanging movement, and everyone has a different perspective of every mountain road or every city street. And so everyone's gonna ride it a little differently. They might take different lines through the corners. We're sharing the time and the experience with each other. It's just like a party wave surfing. You know, you're just following your friend and you're just having a jam of a time. I have a philosophy that if you're gonna go down a hill, why not skateboard down it? Folks like me and other skateboarders, they seek out these big mountain passes. One of the most thrilling things to do, and also one of the most stupid things to do, is on these road trips, you're driving through these mountain passes. Sometimes you come across signs that says 12% for 14 kilometers. Jump out of the car and ride it. Never seen it before. We call that on-sighting. Many times you end up driving up the road that you're going to skateboard back down, looking for, you know, rocks in the road or fallen branches, or sometimes there's horses that you need to dodge, or cows, or the worst things, cattle guards.
These cars that are coming up the hill, are their jaws dropping when you guys race by?
A lot of them, yeah. A lot of them, they're like, oh yeah, like, thumbs up. Rock on, throwing shotguns out the window. Most people are stoked. We just smile and wave at everyone that we pass. And one time Kevin actually high-fived a motorcyclist that was coming up the hill.
What's the most dangerous road you've done?
It's a really hard question to address because usually roads are as challenging as you want to make them. When I'm on an open road, I usually skate very reserved. I skate well within my limits. And when I feel most challenged is when I'm actually at a skate event, when the road's closed off. That's when I feel the most challenged because I'm able to go comfortably past the limits of my abilities. I know there's not going to be a car around that blind corner. I know that it's going to be safe, like I have hay bales to catch me instead of sliding off of a cliff.
there hills in this world that you're still looking to ride that you haven't been to?
Like the holy grail of like asphalt.
Or have you ridden all of them, or are there?
No, you can never ride all of them. There's always another hill to bomb.
What are you hoping for?
Like finding a road that is way out there and it's just a beautiful stretch of pavement and just, it's like you stumbled upon a pot of gold. You know, and you just rip it over and over again with your friends.
What is it you want to see?
I'm hoping for a long run. I'm looking for pavement that has no imperfections in it, so it just feels like you're gliding. I want it to wind around the natural contours of the hillside and just have all kinds of different corners, you know, have hairpin corners, have like double apex corners, have some straightaways. It's got to be long enough to get into that state of mind, like get into that moving meditation. Almost every single time I skateboard, I enter the flow state. You're not really thinking about anything, you're just doing. What you're doing is moving, and you are your movement. You're working together in harmony with the road and with gravity. That's a blissful state of being. That's the feeling that solidified skateboarding in my life. Yeah. That's the feeling.